together to face any challenge as a community. Helping, supporting, and keeping each other safe. And when trouble hits our county, HCFL Alert is your #1 source for information. For storm preparations, evacuations, safety notices, and other vital messages, HCFL Alert is with you before, during, and after the storm. Signing up online is easy, and the information can be life-saving. To sign up, visit hcflgov.net/HCFL Alert so we know how and when to notify you about local emergencies. Hillsborough County residents know the safest way through bad weather is together. HCFL Alert will be there for you and your family and be your source of vital information in your time of need. Sign up today.
Hillsborough County is dedicated to helping our residents with resources and relief as quick and safely as possible after a storm. Here's a few important tips we want you to remember. Be careful on the roads. Never drive through moving water or standing water. Turn around, don't drown. Floodwaters are not safe for wading or swimming. They may contain sewage or other hazards. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep an eye out for possible hazards like broken limbs, downed utility lines, and wild animals seeking high ground. Generators must be kept outside and far away from doors and windows. Never use a generator indoors. Hillsborough County urges all residents to remain patient and cautious as we all work together to recover from this storm. For the latest updates and all storm safety information, visit us at hcflgov.net/stay safe.
Here in Hillsborough County, when storms start to blow and danger strikes, we come together to face any challenge as a community. Helping, supporting, and keeping each other safe. And when trouble hits our county, HCFL Alert is your #1 source for information. For storm preparations, evacuations, safety notices, and other vital messages, HCFL Alert is with you before, during, and after the storm. Signing up online is easy, and the information can be life-saving. To sign up, visit hcflgov.net/HCFL Alert so we know how and when to notify you about local emergencies. Hillsborough County residents know the safest way through bad weather is together. HCFL Alert will be there for you and your family and be your source of vital information in your time of need. Sign up today.
go check this out.
Hillsborough County is dedicated to helping our residents with resources and relief as quick and safely as possible after a storm. Here's a few important tips we want you to remember. Be careful on the roads. Never drive through moving water or standing water. Turn around, don't drown. Floodwaters are not safe for wading or swimming. They may contain soup.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, they're ready to go?
Good morning. I'm Tim Dudley, Hillsborough County Office of Emergency Management Director. Joining me this morning are Hillsborough County Administrator Bonnie Wise, Hillsborough County Fire Rescue Chief Dennis Jones, and Chief Deputy Joseph Meyer with the Hillsborough County Sheriff Office, and Kim Self, Director of Communications and Marketing of TICO. Folks, this storm is not over. As expected, our region is experiencing dangerous storm surge flooding that will continue throughout this afternoon. If you are in a safe location, please remain there. Do not go near the water. Any flood water is dangerous. It could be contaminated in high dangers such as down power lines. For your own safety and safety of the responders, please stay away from the water. Hillsborough County teams are currently assessing the damage across the region, which will compound throughout the day today. We will continue working hard to save lives, but we need your help. Stay off the roads, please. Stay away from the water. Stay home in a safe location. Do not attempt to drive through deep water. Turn around, don't drown. If you are at a shelter, do not attempt to return home until we have let you know that it's safe. While you may see the sun shining out there, it is extremely dangerous. Do not put your life at risk. Many roads across Hillsborough County are being closed due to flooding, and many more are expected to be closing today as the waters continue to rise throughout the afternoon. We may soon be expecting record flooding along the Alphi River. If you live near the Alphi River, I urge you, go to a safe location immediately. The waters will continue to rise throughout the day. Storm surge, flooding are the greatest threats to life during the storm, and particularly this storm. Please stay in your safe location until we let you know that it is safe to leave. Thank you again. Stay safe. And now we'll hear from the County Administrator, Bonnie Wise. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Dudley. Good morning. I'm Hillsborough County Administrator Bonnie Wise. First, I'd like to thank our residents who are staying home today and who have heeded our warnings and evacuation orders. You are helping to protect your lives and the lives of our first responders. We are all in this together. I also want to thank our brave first responders who are out there right now saving lives and working tirelessly to bring us back to normal. I want to reinforce this important message. Regardless of what it looks like outside, stay away from the water until emergency managers give the all clear. Please stay off the roads. The county's 5,000 employees and our partners are working tirelessly to protect and serve our residents, and we respond to this storm. You can help us save lives and get back to normal more quickly by remaining in a safe location. Go to hcflgov.net/stay safe for the latest information about the county's Hurricane Idalia resources. If you haven't already done so, we encourage residents to register for HCFL Alert, Hillsborough County's official public notification system for emergency alerts and other vital information. You can choose to receive messages by email, phone, and text in both English and Spanish. Go to hcflgov.net/HCFL Alert to register. I also want again to share this important non-emergency phone number for those without internet access. Our main information line is 833-427-8676, or 833-HC-STORM. Again, that's for storm-related matters, 833-427-8676 or 833-HC-STORM. Please do not call this number for emergencies. If you do have an emergency, call 911. Please continue to follow official government information and media reports for the latest information. Thank you for your time. I'd next like to invite Fire Chief Dennis Jones to say a few words.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Hillsborough County Fire Chief Dennis Jones. This morning at daybreak, we had 12 of our rapid needs assessment teams and 8 technical search and rescue teams that went out to evaluate the damage left from the major hurricane Idalia. There were reports of widespread localized damage adjacent to rivers, and crews are currently working to complete detailed assessments of those areas. Technical search and rescue teams removed multiple tree limbs from roadways throughout Hillsborough County, ensuring clear paths of travel to allow emergency vehicles to rapidly access the public in times of emergency situations. I want to thank our first responders and our residents who are heeding our orders. For those residents who are currently experiencing wind and flooding, remember to check on your neighbors, plan for power outages, and stay safe. It will be hard for emergency responders to help during the brunt of the storm, and rescue operations take time in flooding situations. Again, I want to reiterate that we remain under a mandatory evacuation for Zone A. It is a mandatory evacuation order for Zone A. Residents who can still safely evacuate should leave now. Make sure to bring important documents like identification and medical and home insurance information. Bring those with you in a sealed waterproof bag and store them on a secured web cloud platform for access later. We prefer that you go to stay with a friend or a family member who is in a safe location, but our shelters remain available should you need them. Go to hcflgov.net for the latest shelter information. Next, I'll invite Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office Chief Deputy Joseph Maurer to say a few words.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning. My name is Chief Deputy Joe Maurer from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. On behalf of Sheriff Chronister, it is my honor and privilege to stand alongside my public safety partners as we continue to battle this storm event and keep our community safe. As some of my partners had previously alluded to, we are experiencing flooding in some parts of Hillsborough County, most notably the southern part of Hillsborough County, Highway 41 by the Alafia River and south from that, and then also on the west side of the county, Hillsborough Avenue, Sheldon corridor. Please, as my previous partners had alluded to, motorists, please stay off the roadways. Some of our neighbors are experiencing flooding events. If you're speeding through these roadways, that 1 foot of flooding becomes 2 to 3 feet of flooding. Please be cognizant of that. Stay off the roadways. We've been very fortunate in Hillsborough County with the path shifting away from our area, but there is still additional storm surge expected as our high tide is expected at approximately 2:28 p.m. today. We're thinking of our neighbors in the Big Bend region who have been impacted by this Category 4 hurricane, making landfall near Keaton Beach. Team HCSO's Homeland Security Division stands prepared to send assets to those areas impacted. From our safe boat to airboats to shallow water vessels, we have the ability to assist with any recovery efforts. Last night, deputies were never pulled off the road as sustained winds never reached higher than 40 miles per hour. So all of our deputies were on the road throughout the night, keeping our community safe. We had nearly 1,000 members of Teen HCSO activated last night to keep this community safe during the storm event. Approximately 1,375 members of our community sought shelter in our shelter areas. We have 4 road closures so far. We have Memorial Highway between Hillsborough Avenue and Dana Shores. We have Causeway Boulevard and 47th Street, 50th Street and Madison Avenue, Riverview Drive, and Highway 41. The Howard Franklin was closed at 3:30 a.m. due to high winds. The Skyway was closed at 3:05 a.m. due to winds above 50 miles per hour. There were 214 calls for service overnight where deputies were dispatched, and approximately 3,951 power outages in Hillsborough County per the TECO website. Again, I implore you, stay off the roadways, stay away from water, notify us if you have an emergency. We will do our best to get there and keep you safe. That is our #1 mission, and everyone behind me standing. At this time, I'd like to introduce Kim Self from TECO, Director of Communications. Thank you.
Thank you. Thankfully, the wind damage was not significant in our region, and there are about 5,000 outages currently, which is a situation that we're more than prepared for. In total, about 27,000 customers experienced power outages, and we were able to run trucks all night and continuously work to get people back in power. We will see those power outages continuing throughout the day as flooding continues. Flooding can present new dangers, especially in low-lying areas, but we're keeping an eye on that, particularly as we approach high tide. Flooded roadways can block access to damaged power lines, so it can prevent crews from accessing, but for the most part, we're going to be able to respond. We will be releasing some additional crews, many of which will travel to those harder hit areas. We wish them well on their journey. And we urge customers to stay vigilant against scams and fraudulent activities. Scammers strike when we're distracted. We've been hearing from customers that threat actors are calling and demanding payment over the phone and asking people to pay their bill immediately. TECO will never demand payment over the phone. Please hang up and report to Crime Stoppers at 800-873-TIPS. You can visit our social pages for more information on what a scam will look like. Thank you.
Again, thank you all. I'd like to thank all the teams out in the field and all the teams here at the Emergency Operations Center working on your behalf. Stay safe.